Good morning. This is Dave Jones with Storm Center Communications on this Monday, August 16th. Tropical storm Fred has intensified a little bit more with winds of 50 miles per hour. This is a quick update on this Monday morning. It looks like Fred's going to be making landfall during the day today. You can see from the satellite picture, this is from the GOES high resolution geostationary satellite from NOAA, that thunderstorms are continuing to erupt around the center part of Fred, and you can see that around here as the sun rises, and you can see some of the shadows of those clouds. The storm is moving to the north and with 50-mile-per-hour winds, so conditions are deteriorating rather rapidly right now. Let me go over to GeoCollaborate and show you what the forecast track is. You can see that the area of tropical storm force winds remains to the east of the center of Fred. This is the center right here, and you can see that it's expected to move in this general direction during the day today with 50-mile-per-hour winds, higher gusts, of course, with some of these storms, because when the rain falls hard, it can drive some of those upper-level winds down to the surface. The state of Florida is red because the governor has issued a state of emergency, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the all the watches, warnings, and advisories, so you can see what's happening. I'll turn the color of the state of Florida off for a second, just so you can see what it looks like for the weather advisories here. Let me just go down here to the states, and I'll turn that off. There we go. So now you can see all these different colors that are displayed. The red area is tropical storm warning. And there's also a storm surge warning. You can see that scrolling right up top above my head there. And there's small craft advisories and things like that. But inland, there are also flood watches. And you can see that those flood watches extend along the path where Fred is expected to move once it makes landfall. So in this area, we expect some storm surge, just particularly to the right of where Fred makes landfall. We're seeing those waters rise already. For responding utility vehicles, I think flooding is the major issue. Please stay tuned to your local weather service office. We'll be updating the dashboard as well, so you can identify areas where flooding exists. There's also a tornado watch in effect on the eastern edge of Fred, usually in the northeast corner of when a tropical storm or hurricane makes landfall. You do get the potential for tornadoes. So that happens as Fred makes landfall in this area here. So we'll keep you posted on that. I want to give you just a quick update on Grace as well. Grace, the forecast track has changed, and it's now forecast to move right through the Yucatan and right through the Yucatan Channel there between Cuba and the Yucatan Peninsula and go into the southern Gulf of Mexico as a tropical storm. Now, the big story here is that it's impacting currently Haiti. And, Haiti had that major earthquake on Saturday morning, that 7.2 earthquake right in this area here. It looks like Grace is forecast to move directly over that area with heavy rains, 5 to 8 inches of rain. Some areas seeing heavier rainfall totals. You don't see the radar show up here because this is from the Puerto Rico Weather Service radar. And Dominican Republic and Haiti don't have any surface radars currently that we have access to. But as the storm moves over this area, it's going to just exacerbate the recovery situation, unfortunately. We're going to see some mudslides and flash flooding in that area. But then Grace is forecast to move back over the Caribbean with 35-knot winds, about 40-mile-per-hour winds, and come close to Cancun during the day on Thursday, Wednesday night into Thursday morning. And then to make it into the southern Gulf of Mexico. Now, I want to update you on yet another system that will be Tropical Storm Henri if it forms here in the next few hours. The National Hurricane Center is forecasting Henri to make a loop around Bermuda. This is Bermuda right here. You can see the coast of of North Carolina and Maryland. So this storm is expected to stay out to sea, but it could be impacting Bermuda with some strong waves, rip currents, and things like that. So we have a very active tropics. I'll pull out just a little bit further so you can see what else is going on here to get the big picture. Here's potentially Henri. This is Grace. We have Tropical Storm Fred making landfall in the next 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours here in the Gulf of Mexico here. And then we have Hurricane Linda, which was a Category 4 storm yesterday for a time, and now it's moving into cooler waters. So it's now a Category 2 storm. This is Hawaii in here. And you can also see a lot of earthquake activity. Most of it is small. We're picking up on all earthquake activity, but you can even see up in Alaska, there's quite a bit of hurricane activity, aftershocks of a 7 magnitude quake that they had there out on the in the Aleutian chain a week or so ago. So we'll keep you posted on all this activity. It's certainly busy. The tropics are active. Meteorologist Dave Jones with Storm Center Communications and the Sensitive Information Sharing Environment for the All Hazards Consortium. We'll do another update later this afternoon as Tropical Storm Fred gets closer to landfall. Meanwhile, keep close track on the storm through your local broadcast meteorologist, also through the National Hurricane Center. You can go to hurricanes.gov. You'll see all the latest bulletins there. And, of course, come to the Fleet Response Working Group dashboard, which is up there, and you can join the SISE to get access to that dashboard. So thanks very much. We'll talk to you soon.